Hey guys, Bird Yugioh here, coming at you with another deck profile. This time it's going to be Dracopals. It's a really fun deck, not quite as meta relevant as some of the other pendulum decks, but this one's super fun. It's a pendulum deck that I tried to keep at 40, so this is a 40 card pendulum deck. Most of the time, especially nowadays with the pendulum deck, it's really hard to keep it at around 40. So, generally 50 to 60 is where you want to be with them because there's so many engines and so many things you can do with it. But as usual, guys, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and subscribe. I got a lot of budget rogue decks coming up and already posted on my channel. So we'll just get started with this one. Best card in the deck that came off the ban list is a 3 Luster Pendulum. He's really good, not only because his main effect, his scale effect is once per turn, if you have a card in your other pendulum zone, you can destroy that card and add one card from your deck to your hand with the same name. So it's your way of destroying stuff and obviously adding, but also another reason it's good is because it has pendulum in its name. So with cards like Duelist Alliance, it makes this card very searchable and very easy to get to. It's also a tuner. It's also Dragon type, which comes up as well. It's just a really good card. So glad it came back at 3. And it's a Draco Slayer also. The other Draco Slayer we play is 2 Master Pendulum. Play 2 of them. He's really not that great. In the pendulum scale, once while this card is in your pendulum zone, you can target one card in the pendulum zone and destroy it. So it's another way of destroying stuff, but you don't add with it. But it is a normal card, so it has no monster effect. And then I also play 3 Drake Overlord, 2 of the Vector Pendulum. And again, so he's your Drake Overlord that you'll have off of the Draco face-off. And also he's again a normal monster, and there's reasons that we play these at 2 and 2. I'll show you that a little later. And then kind of going along with the Draco Slayer engine is Guiding Ariadne. Basically, if you destroy this card, you can reveal 3 counter traps from your deck. Your opponent chooses one for you to add to your hand, and you shuffle the rest into the deck. So it's your way of getting to your counter trap cards, which are very good for obvious reasons. So that's kind of our Draco Slayer engine. So this is Dracopal, so kind of our Performapal engine. We play 3 Pendulum Sorcerer, 1 Lizard Draw, 1 Good Turtle, 1 Radish Horse, and 2 Second Donkey. He kind of gets you to any of these. Basically, when it's special summon, you can target up to 2 cards you control, destroy them, and if you do, add Performapal monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. So sometimes what you're going to be doing is special summoning, destroying your pendulum scales, and adding these 2 to get some really good draw power. And you'll add this one because then you can add one of these as well, just gain some more advantage. This guy can, if your opponent controls a special summon monster and controls at least as many monsters as you do, you can just special summon this card. So it's kind of a free special summon. Comes up every now and then, and it's just another search off of your Pendulum Sorcerer. But that's a super good engine in this deck. Definitely recommend playing it. Just with all the destruction and everything you have, it comes up. 3 Rescue Rabbit and 3 Rescue Hamster. Rabbit is gonna be you can banish this card, special summon 2 level 4 or lower normal monsters with the same name from your deck, but destroy them during the end phase. So that is why we're playing 2 and 2. Hopefully, you don't have, that's not your opening hand, but, even if you draw one of these in your hand, Rescue Rabbit is still live because you can, summon out the other two. So that's one of our reasonings for playing that. And then Rescue Hamster, you're going to have a lot of cards kind of in your extra deck, face up in your extra deck. So his scale effect even is live. But if he's on the field and you have a face up level 5 or lower pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can tribute this card and choose one face up pendulum monster in your extra deck and special summon 2 from the deck with the same name. So, say you have Pendulum Sorcerer there, you can then special summon out 2. So just easy way of getting pendulum cards on the field to make Electromite or, whatever you need to do with it. Kind of our turbo card that kind of gets us to Electromite. The only one I'm playing is Curtain Raiser. He's a level 4. That matters for some of our extra deck plays that we do. But otherwise, he's just an easy kind of first turn, get a monster on board for free, basically. And the last two monster cards we play, one Destrudo and one Mare. So good going second. Absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, in a 40 card deck, you'll see this more than you would, obviously, in like a 60 card deck. But it's worth the risk because, going second, making a Yazi and then going into Mare is so good. And now for the spells. 2 Duelist Alliance. Like I already mentioned, you can search out. You're gonna be searching out him. You can search out Pendulum Sorcerer. Basically, anyone with Pendulum in their name. You can even search out these if you want. Most of the time you're not gonna, but these are your main 2 targets off of this to search. Really good cards you want to see in your hand. So. Definitely a card. Potentially even bump up to 3. You can do kind of whatever you want. This is one of those decks. There's probably a million different ways of building it. This way I'm showing is just one of them. I played 2 Unexpected Die. So again, it's another way of just getting a Pendulum monster on board for Electromite plays without using up a normal summon. So if you control no monsters, you special summon 1 level 4 or lower normal monster from the deck. So there's your targets for that. And then we also play 2 Painful Decision. This is another reason that we play, two of each of these guys, because you send 1 level 4 or lower normal monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, add 1 card with the same name from your deck to your hand. So if you send one of these, you can add one with the same name from your deck. So that's why you play 2. Another reason. There's a lot of reasons we play that too. And then the final card is a final spell card, Draco Face Off. If it was at 2, we'd play it at 2. If it was at 3, we'd play it at 3. It's super good. And that's the reason you want to have Draco Slayers and Draco Overlords in your deck, because you reveal one of each, and your opponent picks one for you to place in your Pendulum Zone or Special Summon, and the other one you put in your extra deck face up. So, it's going to get you a Search, a Special Summon, and a card in the extra deck at the very least. And then the traps we play, 3 Judgment and 1 Strike. It's all you need. That's what I like to play. Before we had Judgment at 3, you would play 3 Strike and 1 Judgment. But this is obviously better. You're fine seeing multiples of these, but you also want the option of, so say you have none, you reveal this, destroy Guiding Ariadne, reveal these 3, and then you're going to get a Judgment no matter what. But say you have a Judgment, then you're going to reveal these 3, and you're probably going to just strike. And having Strike and Judgment is really good still. So, and say you draw 3, you're not going to be able to use your Guiding Ariadne effect to reveal 3, but having 2 really, really hard disruptions on your opponent's turn should be enough to, stall them for that turn. So those are the ones I play for. All you need for the little guiding area on the engine. Extra deck, the most obvious choice is going to be Electromite. It's a pendulum deck, so you have to play Electromite. It's your way of searching, loading up your extra deck with cards to then special summon. Absolutely necessary. And then I opted to play the Guard Dragon engine. It's a budget engine now, mostly because we have 1 LP, 1 Augur Pain, and 1 Triple Burst. That's how it's now budget, because you can get this card for $1 now, whereas it used to be $15. And then 1 Hieratic Seal. And the card you're summoning off of Augur Pain is Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. It's just gonna, negate a face-up card your opponent controls. So if it's a monster or, spell trap, it's just a hard negate. And then for our Draco Slayer engine, we play the 1 Ignister, 1 Magister Paladin, and the 1 Dynastor Power. And then usually, if you go through that whole kind of combo with these 3, you're going to be ending on a Hope Harbinger, which is obviously really good. And then our synchros, because we play Destrudo, and we have ways of getting to Destrudo, with LP. So easy way of getting to Destrudo. Going first, you're usually going to want to make a Dawn Dragster, just for a spell trap negate. Always good this format, and probably any format, to have just a spell trap negate. Super, super good. And then going second, you're always going to want to make Yazi if you can. Yazi is just really, really amazing. And then, so this extra deck is also, you could do a lot of different things with it. And since we're playing Yazi, you have to play Linkuriboh, Phoenix, and Unicorn. So it's kind of starved for space because of the whole Mare Yazi package that basically takes up 4 spots that you could play, other stuff like Saryuja, another Synchro level 8, or, some more rank 4s, because you have a lot of ways of going into rank 4s. But this is just the route I chose. Like I said, there's tons of different ways you can build this deck. This is just one of them. Super, super fun deck, like I said. But yeah, that's the deck, guys. So I'm almost to 100 subscribers, so gonna be trying to do something. I'll post something down in the comments, but maybe like any deck that you guys want to see. Try to go for like budget rogue, but I can try to build that, get my take on it, give you some thoughts on the deck. But yeah, we might do something like that where, once I get to 100 subscribers, I'll be doing the next video after that will be any deck that you guys want to see, and we'll do a drawing or something if there's a lot of requests for it. But yeah, that's it, guys. Go ahead and subscribe again. Want to get to 100 subscribers so we can do a super fun video like that. But yeah, catch you guys in the next one.